right on time. Alrighty, y'all, welcome. I'm just getting a couple more things set up here. Give it until 5:05, and then we'll get started. While we're waiting, you can do body weight, limited equipment, whatever you might have. Got lots of options today. We're going to start out with some strength work, and then we'll get into some conditioning. I've like setups all over the place so I can chat with y'all while we rest and whatnot. We're gonna give it like 2 more minutes and then we're gonna get into the warm-up. So again, we have a strength and conditioning workout today. So we're gonna start out with our big 3 movements. We're gonna do a squat. We'll do a press, a chest press, or a push-up, and then we're going to finish with a hinging movement, a deadlift of some type. Our conditioning today is going to be all body weight stuff, and it'll be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. There's 5 movements, so 5 minutes of work there, and then we'll take 1 minute to recover. We're going to do 4 rounds, so just about 20 minutes of work at the end of our strength. Alright, 1 more minute. I'm looking forward to this workout. For myself. And for y'all. Welcome. If you're just joining, any equipment you might have, you can go body weight only today. We'll start with strength and we'll end with our conditioning. Alright, let's get into it, y'all. We're going to start our warm-up with some high knees. There's 2 ways you can do this. We can march it out nice and slow here, just bringing our knees up to our hands. Or you can jog it out, a little bit more of an aggressive movement there. So do whichever one you want to do. We're going to do this for about 30 seconds. Next move essentially is just the opposite of this. So we're going to go heels to glutes, butt kicks. So again, you can march that out as well, or you can a little bit of a jog here. And our next move, we're going to do 5 bodyweight squats. We're going to go feet just about hip width apart, slight angle out in the toes, and then we just sit down and back. Go at your own range of motion here. If you're just warming up, you can go a little bit halfway if that's what works for you. Whatever you need to do to kind of loosen up and get ready for the workout. After those 5 squats, we'll go into a lateral shift. We're going to go wide stance position here. We're trying to stretch out our inner thigh, our adductor, so just shifting over to the side. Should feel that stretch. Back up, over to the other side here. Always feel free to grab a chair, put it in front of you. You could hold on to the back of the chair if you need a little bit of assistance. Let's do one more in each direction. All right. From there, we're going to do some hamstring scoops. So you're going to kick your heel out in front of you, toe to the sky, and we scoop down like we're doing a roll-up of a carpet of some kind. We're going to do 10 of these, 5 on each side. Last couple here. And that's it. Next movement is going to be for our shoulders. We want to be as loose as we can be in our shoulders, our upper body here. And we're just going to do big waves, all right? Like those inflatable guys outside the auto dealership or something, right? Just get loose with it. We're just trying to open up our upper body here. Get rid of some of that tension in the neck and shoulders. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go across the body. Right arm over left, left arm over right. Kind of basically hugging / slapping our own backs here. Just getting, again, as loose as we can be here. And last thing we're going to do here for our warm-up is big shoulder rolls. So we're going to start by lifting up. We'll roll forward and down. All the way back and up and forward and down. Let's do 3 more. 2. And 1. Let's go backward for 1. 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. All right, so starting out with our strength work today, big 3, if you were in a gym, would be back squat, bench press, and deadlift. So how can we bring that party to the house, right? We're going to do a few different variations of a squat today. Pick the one that is best for you. I'm going to show you different levels of the movement and also based on the equipment you have. So starting out with body weight, we did it in the warm-up, would just be a standard body weight squat. We're going at your own range of motion, but the goal would be to get about 90 degree or to where your thighs are parallel to the ground before you come back up. Now, if you only have body weight and that doesn't feel challenging enough for you, we can go into a staggered stance position. We're going to put our weight on that front foot. Then we're going to squat. Very similar to a lunge, but with this shortened position here, we're essentially getting an assisted single leg squat. So that's your second option, the harder option, okay? We'll do our reps on both sides of the body there. Next, if you have a resistance band, we could do that. Okay, there's a few different ways you could do this. You can put the band up and around your neck if that works for you. I'm simply just going to lean down until I have some tension at the bottom of the band, and then from there, I'm going to stand up. All right, so it's mostly loaded at the top of the movement, and you almost have no to little resistance here at the bottom. Okay, now you could turn that into that same staggered stance or single leg squat by putting the band under the front foot. Again, we weight that front foot here. The back leg is just a kickstand, and then we do our squat. All right, so those are your two options there. And the same thing if you've got dumbbells. Okay, we can go goblet squat or that staggered stance goblet squat. All right, if you have two lightweight dumbbells, you can rack them on your shoulders. All right, so those are our options. We're going to get started with a set of 12 reps. So whichever movement you're going to do, and let's get after it. I'm going to hold my dumbbell in the goblet position, and I'm just going to do some standard goblet squats. Once you finish your reps, just go ahead and take some rest. We want to take maybe 60 seconds or so to recoup. All right, so we're going to do 2 more sets here of our squat variation, whichever one you're working on. If you're doing the staggered stance and you're doing the reps on each side, I'm going to take a little bit more recovery. That way you can finish your reps and get a little bit of recovery. Changing my weight so I can do the staggered stance, just so I can show you all that again. All right, set number 2, we're going to decrease our reps to 10. Okay, but we're still looking for that point of fatigue. The last couple of reps should be a struggle. If you get to rep number 5, especially if you're working with lightweight or body weight, really slow down and pause in the bottom position of your squat to increase your time under tension. I promise by rep 10, you're going to be feeling it. So this is the goblet split stance. I weight my front foot here, and then I'm squatting into that leg, driving through that heel to stand it up. I'm going to do 10 reps on each side. I'm going to go right into my left side. Ooh, my quads are burning. That's 10. Ooh, little rest. Give everybody an opportunity to finish and take a little recovery. Got one more set here of our squat. I'm going to do that staggered stance again. I'm going to go for 8 reps on each side this time. If you're doing a standard squat, just do 8 squats and then take your recovery. Going right into that left side. I think that was 8. Good enough for me. Alrighty. So next movement, traditionally, if we were at a gym, would be a barbell bench press, okay? We're going to do that at home. And we can use our body to do that. It's called a push-up. I'm sure you've heard of it maybe once or twice. So, option 1, we're on our knees, hips are down, straight back from head to tail, okay? My hands are underneath my chest. They're not out here in front of my body. They're supporting me, okay? Right underneath the chest. My elbows are going to go down and back at about a 45-degree angle, chest to the ground, and then press away, okay? So this is option 1. Option 2, same thing, but on the toes, adding a little bit more body weight here. And all of the same things apply here. Elbows are going down and back, and then we press away, okay? If you have body weight or resistance bands, that's what you're going to do. Now, if you do have a resistance band, you can actually weight this with the resistance band, putting the band around your back and then holding it here for that push-up, okay? Same thing from the knees. No resistance here, but maximum resistance there at the top, okay? So use that if you have it or want to. Even if you have the big rubber band, you can also just use one strap of it. So if you have like a thick one, then you can use just one side. Option 2, if you happen to have weight or dumbbell, if it's 1, we'll just do unilateral style, one side at a time. If you have 2, then we'll do both at once, and we're just going to do a floor press, okay? So, same things that I said about that push-up apply. We want our hands in line with the chest. We want our elbows down at about a 45-degree angle, and that's simply so that our hands are in line with our chest, all right? If your hands are way up here, or your arms are way up here, right? Now we're working shoulders, front delt, upper chest, which is fine if that's what you intend to do, okay? But we want to hit most of our pec here, so we're just going to drop those elbows a little bit so that we're in line with the chest, and then we press straight up and squeeze together at the top. Okay, so whichever version you're doing of push-ups or your chest press here, let's get into it. Let's shoot for 12 team, but if you're doing push-ups and you're not quite there, let's just get as many as you can, or you can break up your set of 12 and do as many as you can, take a little rest, do a little more until you reach 12 reps. Let's get after it, y'all. That's 12 for me. Now, let's talk about something called tempo. Tempo is the amount of time that it takes you to do the movement, all right? When you're going for strength or hypertrophy training, you want to slow it down. Okay, time under tension, so important for building muscle and strength. So we're not Olympic lifters, right? We're not looking for that power so much as we're looking to really build the muscle. So slowing down and spending some time with that weight in your hands or in the contracted position, super important, all right? I usually use a 3-1-1 tempo, which means I go 3 count on the way down, 1 count pause, 1 count press. Okay, so that's the tempo that I use when I'm strength training. For the squat, it would have been a 3 count down, 1 second pause, 1 second to stand it back up. If y'all are ready for that next set, I think I'm going to do some deficit push-ups here, which means I'm going to put my hands in this elevated position, and I'm going to aim to get my chest beyond my hands, all right? We're going to go for 10 reps this time. Remember, if you need to break up the set, that's totally fine. That's 10. Take your time. You got plenty of time to finish your reps with good form and get a little sip of water. Give everybody another 30-45 seconds to finish out their reps and get a little rest. Got one more set to go. We're going to do 8 reps. Alright, y'all, I'm going to do my last set with dumbbells again. So whatever you got or whatever you're doing, if you did normal push-ups but now you're tired, maybe you're into knee push-ups, alright? Do whichever one works best for you. Let's hit those 8 reps. Alright. I'll give y'all some time to finish up. Next move we have coming up is going to be a deadlift or a deadlift variation, some sort of hinging movement. Alrighty, y'all. So our last strength move of the day, I forgot to even put it up here. Let's see. There we go. Hinge. So option 1, if you're going body weight only, alright, this is going to be skill level 1 as well. We're on the ground. Bring your heels in until they touch your fingertips. Should be hip width apart as well. Okay, from there, just relax your head down here, and we're gonna activate the glutes by lifting them off the ground. Okay, now we're not gonna put our butt back down on the ground until we finish our set. We're gonna drive through our heels, squeeze the glutes, and press the hips up to the sky. Slowly come back down, try not to hit the ground, keeping that tension, and then right back up. Okay, option 2, if you want to get a little bit spicier, we go to a single leg variation. All right, all of the same things apply there, but we only drive through 1 foot at a time, and we'll hit those reps on each side. Okay, option 2, if you really want to kick it up a notch and go body weight only here, is going to be a single leg deadlift. So we're going to work on whatever foot stays planted in front. We have a soft bend in that knee, and then we're going to reach down and across the body, tap the toe, and then reset. That's 1 and 2. Okay, so we would do that on each side there for our reps. If we have dumbbells, okay, 2 options. You can go regular deadlift here, so feet are hip width apart. We have that soft bend in our knees. Roll those shoulders back. We send the hips back and then forward. So just go as far as your hips will go. There's no rebend at all in the knees, and then we drive the hips forward to stand it back up. You could do the same single leg deadlift with the dumbbell if you want, or a staggered stance like we did that squat at the beginning. Keep that back foot on the ground and then send the hips back and forward, okay? So I have a small bend in this front knee, but I'm not rebending it, all right? I want to feel that stretch in the hamstring and glutes before I drive my hips forward, okay? So whichever one of those works for you. If you have a resistance band, it works the same way, okay? You can step on it, create that tension, grab it pretty low. This is just a deadlift here. Not so hard here, very hard here, okay? Let's get it, y'all. Pick your move. I'm going to do the single leg body weight so that folks can see it. We're going 12 on each side. Remember, if you need to go less reps or break it apart into multiple sets, totally fine. You do you. Takes a lot of balance, coordination. You want to support yourself by bracing the core. And it burns, y'all, even with no weight at all. Believe this is 12 for me, y'all. I'm very bad at counting my reps. I'm going to go right into my opposite side here. Keep it up, y'all. You got this. I'm on my last couple reps here. If you're done, just take that recovery, y'all. You know we're going to do those 3 sets, 12, 10, and 8. So if you're in a rush, feel free to move on your own. And you can hang out and wait for us for that conditioning coming up shortly. Just giving myself and y'all a little bit of time to rest. Alright, I'm ready. If you're ready, you can join me. Otherwise, join in once you're ready. It's a good one, y'all. I feel the burn for sure. Last rep. One more set to go here in our strength session, and then we got our little HIIT cardio burner at the end. Start getting our timer ready while we're taking our last recovery here. We're going to do one more set of that deadlift coming up, and that'll be the end of our strength work for today. And we got our body weight conditioning coming up. Alright, I'm going to go for some glute bridges here. Feeling pretty tired from those single leg deadlifts, so I'm going to take it down to the flow. Put that dumbbell on my hips for this glute bridge. 8 reps here. That's one for me. Y'all finish at your own pace. Alright, so while y'all finish up your last set here, or as you're taking your recovery, I'm going to talk you through our conditioning. It's going to be body weight only. We have 5 movements. We're going to do 30 seconds of high intensity work and 30 seconds of recovery. I have options for all of the movements, so take the modification that you need that works best for you, and feel free to change it up as you get tired, okay? We're going to do 4 rounds, and we're going to take 1 minute to recover in between our rounds, okay? So we'll have our short 30-second recoveries in between our moves, and we'll have a 1 minute recovery before we cycle back through. All right, so around 20 minutes, 25 minutes left, all right? We're going to start it out with a speed skater. I'm going to take this headset, well, I guess y'all need to hear me, so never mind. But option 1, level 1, we're just going to step and then bring our leg back and across. We're going to step and bring that leg back and across, okay? If we can get more dynamic with it, it's going to look like this. Hop and step, hop and step. This floor moves, y'all, so it's a little surprising, but hopefully you have stable floor. I'm probably going to stand in front of this when I do that move. But nonetheless, we're stepping over and across. If you can hop back and forth, awesome. The next move is going to be a broad jump to a shuffle, okay? If you can jump. If you can jump, and then we're going to shuffle back, all right? Jump, and then shuffle back. If you cannot jump, you're just going to shuffle forward and shuffle backward. Shuffle forward about 3 to 4 steps, whatever room you have in front of you, and shuffling forward and backward at your own pace. Movement 3, inchworm push-up, or a high plank shoulder tap. Those are the 3 options, okay? If you can do an inchworm, it's hands down to the ground. We walk out to a high plank position, either no push-up or push-up here. So if you want, hit that push-up, and then you walk your hands back. Again, option to not do a push-up, okay? Option 2/3 is going to be just a high plank. Your feet are out wide, and you're going to tap your shoulders. You can also take that down to your knees here, hold that position, and just tap your shoulders, okay? From there, we're going to go into a tricep press up. So this is different from a push-up, okay? Your hips are going to be on the ground. So we're not supporting our lower body at all. Our hands are right here around our shoulders. Basically, you just want your forearms flat to the ground, okay? From there, we're going to press away, all right? So the motion is this. Just like you would do with a tricep press, we're taking that down to the ground. We're loading it with our own body weight, and we'll press up to the best of our ability, whatever your range of motion may be. Our last movement is going to be a sprinter sit-up, okay? So we're going to sit up and go to tap that opposite toe and all the way back down and sit up. So that's going to be it very much so looks like a sprinter taking off on a run, okay? So that's the goal. If you cannot do that, we're going to stay in a seated position, support ourselves with our hands on the ground, and you're just going to tuck one knee in at a time, and you can either hover your feet and do that movement, or you can keep your heels planted, only picking one up at a time. All right, so we're going to start out with that speed skater here. Get the timer rolling. We're going to start in 10 seconds. I'm going to step in front of this thing. And go. Back and across, back and across, back and across. All right. If you have to just do the step, that works too. Keep it going, y'all. We're 15 seconds in, 15 seconds left. Three, two, one. Recover. Next move is our broad jump shuffle. So I have 15 seconds to recover. Five seconds. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Jump, shuffle back, or shuffle forward, shuffle backward. I'm going to stick with this one because I've got crazy floor slipping underneath me. Halfway. Last few seconds. In 3, 2, 1. All right. 15 seconds. So we have our inchworm push-up, or high plank shoulder tap coming up. In 3, 2, 1. About halfway. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're in recovery here. Next movement is going to be our tricep press-ups. So remember, we're leaving that lower body on the ground here. Your hands are up by your shoulders, forearms on the ground, and then we press up. We've got about 10 seconds. A new mic, but it didn't get here. So 3, 2, 1. It's a phenomenal tricep move, y'all. Now you can always turn this into a push-up. It's going to make it a lot harder. Doing it from the knees here. Those elbows have to go straight back for it to target triceps. 3, 2, 1. Last move is going to be our sprinter sit-up. So 30 seconds more of work, and then we'll take a 1-minute recovery and restart. "15 seconds. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. So opposite hand, opposite knee, or remember we're in that seated position, one knee tuck at a time. Halfway. Almost there. Last 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we got our 1-minute recovery now, and we're going to restart back from our skater or our step back cross. "30 seconds. Good opportunity to get a sip of water, towel off if you need to. "15 seconds. Alright, let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 15 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. Got our broad jump shuffle or shuffle shuffle coming up. 15 seconds. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're landing with those bent knees if you're doing your jump. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Got our inchworm push-up, or high plank shoulder taps. I got my heart going. Y'all could probably hear me breathing. 15 seconds. Let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1. About halfway now. Ten seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Got our tricep press-ups coming up. 15 seconds. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Remember, the elbows need to go straight back, y'all. Halfway, 15 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. Awesome. One more move here in round 2, and then we'll be halfway there. Sprinter sit-ups coming up. Fifteen seconds. Let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Ten seconds. Last few reps. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, y'all. We get that 1 minute recovery now. 2 more rounds. Stick around. We'll do a little stretching after. Chat a little bit if you want to. Trying to see how to even open the chat, y'all. I'm so bad at this. All right, we got 25 seconds left here to recover. Ah, there it is. Found it. Nobody's chatting. They're tired. 15 seconds, y'all. 2 more rounds to go. Stick with it. You're crushing it. Way to show up for yourself, y'all. First move here, we got our speed skaters in 3, 2, 1. Remember, at your own pace, y'all. If you need to step, that is totally fine. You're still getting a good workout in. Let's go. Halfway, 15 seconds. Whatever range of motion you have here, we are almost there, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Got those broad jump shuffle or shuffle shuffle. I'm gonna go back to the shuffle shuffle. I kind of like the sound of it. "15 seconds here. All right, let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Halfway, 15 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, we got our inchworm push-up, high plank shoulder taps, whichever one you want to do here. Drinking out of my Mardi Gras cup since I had to miss it. All right, y'all, let's get ready. Inchworm push-ups. In 3, 2, 1. Halfway. 10 seconds, y'all. Let's get a couple more. Let's go. Last 3, 2, 1. I only got one more, but it's all good. Tricep press-ups. Got a mini band dumbbell. You can do a skull crusher, something like that if you want to. I'm not going to demo that. We don't have time. If you can stick with the press up, let's get it. In 3, 2, 1. Ten seconds. I took it to a full tricep push-up, y'all. I don't know what I was thinking. Last 3, 2, 1. Oof. All right, last move coming up, sprinter sit-up, and then we'll be on to our very last round of our workout. All right, let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1. Take a rest if you need it, y'all. Halfway, you got 15 seconds. Almost there. In 3, 2, 1. Woo. One more round to go. Then we'll have a little bit of mobility there at the end, y'all, so definitely stick around. Also have some exciting stuff coming up next week. I'm going to be launching 4 different programs, all right? They are all Kickstarter programs, 6 weeks of progressive programming. I've got bodyweight, resistance band, dumbbell only, and full gym. Okay, included in that package is going to be full nutrition content as well. Learn how to calculate your macros, how to hit those goals, whatever it may be, all right? All that coming up next week, so definitely follow me on Instagram at HeyCoachPeyton, at QueerFit_community_fitness as well. You can catch me in both of those places. HeyCoachPeyton.com. Let's get ready, y'all. Last round of speed skaters in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go for it here, y'all. This is the last round. 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Ooh, losing my voice. All right, 15 seconds. Broad jump, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Whichever works for you, y'all. 10 seconds. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Halfway, 15 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1. Ooh. We got our inchworm push-ups coming up. Imagine LOL what? Let's get ready, y'all. Inchworm push-ups in 3, 2, let's go. "15 seconds. Almost there. Last one here. In 3, 2, 1. All right. 2 more moves. Tricep press-ups coming up. "15 seconds. Second to last move here. Let's stick with it, y'all. Almost there. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Remember, option 1, we only press up the top of our body, okay? Option 2, we take it to the knee push-up variation. Make sure those elbows go straight back here. Option 3, we get real spicy with the full tricep push-up. I'm already here, so I guess I'm here. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. We made it to our very last move. Just 30 seconds left. "15 seconds. All right, let's get ready. Last round. 3, 2, 1. Halfway there, y'all. Last few reps here. You've got this. "5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, y'all. First of all, thank you so much for your support. Second of all, way to show up for yourself. All right, way to take just a little bit of time out of your day to do something just for you. Grab yourself a little water here, and I'm going to take this floor back out so that I can do some stretching with y'all. If this is your first time joining in, thank you so much. Change the workout weekly. We do some in-person stuff in West Oakland, California. If you're ever around, Pacific Pipe Climbing Gym, Sundays at 11 a.m. All right. So, we did strength and conditioning today. Last week we did HIIT. The first week we did strength. So next week, let's do lower body strength. Let's do a focused lower body day. All right, so whatever you may have next week will be here. We're live in multiple places right now. And again, heycoachpeyton.com. at Hey Coach Peyton on Instagram. And for QueerFit, it is at QueerFit _ community _ fitness on Instagram. All right. Okay, so let's start out our stretches here with a little hip flexor stretch. Okay, we'll go left knee down, right knee up. We're going to tilt our pelvis forward, and then we're going to push our knee over our toes. If you want to make this stretch even better, we'll take that same side and reach the arm up and over the torso. So now we are fully lengthened on that side. A few more seconds. And release. We're going to kick that right heel out in front of you, toe to the sky, and lean it forward for a hamstring stretch. So I do in-person personal training, virtual personal training, virtual group training, pre-packaged programs, all kinds of good stuff, y'all. If you are interested, definitely DM me. No problem. We'll talk about it. Nutrition only, all different options, okay? No matter what your budget is, always trying to help out folks, so hit me up if you're interested in training with me, all right? We're going to go opposite side now, so same thing. We want to tuck that pelvis, push forward, and then that same side, if you want to, reach up and over. So as I age and life starts catching up with me, I do a lot of mobility, y'all. I have a lot of lower back issues, knee issues, things of that nature. Let's push back into that hamstring stretch. Heel to the ground, toe to the sky. And oftentimes, honestly, like, most people don't move because they hurt, but the answer is in the problem, right? You need to move so you don't hurt as much. So mobility is phenomenal. If that is the only movement you do throughout your day, you should absolutely do that, all right? More range of motion, more fluidity in your movement, and feel better, honestly. Get rid of those nagging pains, you know? Alrighty. That's good for the hamstring, y'all. Let's go into a glute stretch. So we're going to do a lying figure 4 on the back here. We'll cross our right ankle onto the left knee, and then we're going to pull that left knee into our chest. You can reach through and grab that knee if you want to increase your stretch, and you can also press that right knee away to really get deep in that stretch, all right? A few more seconds here. And release. Just going to go ahead and switch sides. Also, take note if you're feeling it more on one side than the other, right? Your body may be compensating for something, so take note of that. Do a few extra stretches on that side that's a little bit more stiff. And release. Alright, you can stay seated, you can stand up, whatever you want to do here. We're going to go across the body here with our arm for a shoulder stretch. Just pulling that into yourself. Definitely share the stream with your friends, share those Instagrams, y'all. The more we grow, the more I can host classes, different types of classes. I would love to do like a morning mobility or something like that with y'all. Again, reach out to me, shoot me a message, hit the chat. What would you like to see? Let me know. We can even hold just chatting sessions. We can talk about training and methodology. We could talk about nutrition, whatever it may be. I don't know. Whatever. Hopefully y'all switched. You saw me switch. Hopefully you switched too. All right, and our last stretch, it's going to be a little bit of a combination if you're in that seated position. If not, let's get in that seated position. We're going to reach out behind us, okay? Fingers are going to face away, so towards the back wall. Roll your shoulders back, okay, to really open up the chest here. And we're just going to do some head circles or neck circles, whatever you want to call them. Just full range of motion. Let's go. 5 in one direction, and then 5 in the other. All right, we hold so much tension here in our necks and our traps, our rhomboids. And it's good just to remind ourselves to let it go. If you didn't change directions yet, go ahead, change directions. A few more here. And last one. And my friends, that is it. I will see y'all next week, 5 p.m. in the spot. I'll see you there. Lower body strength, all right? We're going to be firing up those hamstrings, hitting those glutes, and we're going to hit your quads too, even without equipment, y'all. So show up. I'll see you next week, and we'll get that lower body strength work. See you then. If you want to stick around and chat a little bit, feel free to do that. I got my chat open over here. So I'm going to back it up. What's this little Sonic character? Is that because I was doing my shuffle trying to be fast and not slip and kill myself? Bring this laptop over here if anybody's still with us and wants to chat a little bit, or you can look at this silly little face of mine. Still learning all the technology with all this stuff, y'all, so thanks for bearing with me. I ordered a new wireless mic, so I don't have to wear this ridiculous headset anymore, but didn't get here in time. So next week it'll be a better audio situation. So if anybody's still in the chat, y'all holler at me. What's going on? Where are you from? Do you take QueerFit with me in person? Kind of vibing to this like instrumental whatever this music is. Alright, y'all, I think everybody has checked out already. So again, I appreciate you. If you're tuning in later, I hope you enjoy the workout, and we'll see you next week for that lower body strength workout. Again, come as you are with whatever equipment you've got, and I'll see you there.